Hello everyone, I would like to solve some problems on oscillations and waves today. A mass of 5 kg suspended from the free end of a spring. When set for oscillations, the system executes vertical oscillations. The system executes 40 oscillations in 100 seconds. Calculate the force constant of the spring. So to solve this problem, we have to make use of the formula T is equals to 2 pi square root of m by k. On squaring and simplifying, you can write k as equal to 4 pi square m by t square, where t is unknown but can be calculated by knowing the number of oscillations and time taken for it. So time period is equals to 100 by 40, which is equals to 2.5 seconds. So in the above formula you substitute k is equals to 4 pi square, m is 5 kg divided by t is equals to 2.5 square, which is equal to 31.5 Newton per meter. Next problem. A mass of 0.5 kg causes an extension 0.03 meter in a spring and the system is set for oscillations. Find force constant, angular frequency omega and period t of the resulting oscillations. So it is given as mass is 0.5 kg and extension is given as x is equals to 0.03 meter. So force acting is F is equals to mg, which is equals to 0.5 into 9.8. G is 9.8 acceleration due to gravity, so it will be equal to 4.9 Newton. So now to calculate force constant, we have k is equals to minus fx by x. So restoring force will be in the opposite direction to that of extension. So k is equals to minus fx by x minus 4.9 divided by extension, we are taking it as minus here because it will be in the opposite direction. So 0.03, you will get 163.3 Newton per meter. So to calculate angular frequency omega, we have the formula which is equal to square root of k by m. So k is already found, 163.3 divided by mass is 0.05, so which is equal to 18.1 radian per second. So frequency is related to angular frequency as f is equals to omega by 2 pi. So omega is already calculated, 18.1 radian per second divided by 2 pi, you will get the natural frequency. So t is equals to 1 by f, time period 1 divided by 2.877 is equals to 0.35 seconds. Next problem. A car has a spring system that supports the inbuilt mass 1000 kg. When a person with a weight 980 Newton sits at the center of gravity, the spring sinks by 2.8 centimeter. When the car hits a bump, it starts oscillating vertically. Find the period and frequency of oscillation. To solve this problem, it's given as extension is 2.8 centimeter, which is equals to 0.028 meter. The inbuilt mass is 1000 kg. Person's weight is 980 Newton. When the person sits, weight acting is 980 Newton. So Fx is equals to minus Fx by x. F is 980. X value is 0.028, which is equals to 3.5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter is the force constant. So person's mass we can calculate by F by G. F is the force, but 980 divided by 9.8 if you do, you will get person's mass, which is equal to 100 kg. Now the total mass will be equal to 1000 plus 100 kg. So time period can be calculated using the formula T is equals to 2 pi square root of m by k. T is equals to 2 pi square root of, here total mass you need to substitute as 1100 divided by force constant, which is already calculated as 3.5 into 10 to the power 4, which is equal to 1.11 second. F is equals to 1 by T, as frequency and time period is related inversely. 1 by 1.11 will give you 0.9 Hertz. The next problem, an electric motor weighing 50 kg is mounted on 4 springs, each of which has a spring constant 2 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per meter. The motor moves only in vertical direction. Find the natural frequency of the system. So here mass is given as 50 kg, which is on 4 springs, and K, force constant of each spring, is 2 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per meter. So we have to make use of the formula F is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi square root of effective force constant divided by M. So each spring has a spring constant 2 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per meter. Such 4 springs are there. So effective force constant will be equal to 4 into 2 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 50 will give you frequency as 2 Hertz. Next problem, a free particle is executing simple harmonic motion in a straight line. The maximum velocity it attains during any oscillation is 62.8 meter per second. Find the frequency of oscillation if its amplitude is 0.5 meter. So maximum velocity is given as 62.8 meter per second and the amplitude is given as 0.5 meter. So we have the equation for free vibration as x is equals to a sine omega t, where v is the velocity can be written as dx by dt. So differentiating x here, you will get a omega cos omega t. So v is equals to, keeping a omega as it is, we can write cos omega t as a square root of 1 minus sine square omega t. Now taking a inside the square root, you will get omega square root of a square minus sine square omega t. A square sine square omega t can be written as x square because a sine omega t is x. So velocity is equal to omega square root of a square minus x square. Now because the particle attains maximum velocity while passing through the equilibrium position, at which time the displacement is 0. So x will be equal to 0. V maximum will be equal to omega square root of a square minus 0, which is equal to a omega. So omega can be rewritten as V max divided by A. So maximum velocity is given as 62.8 divided by 0.5. You will get 125.6 radian per second. So we can calculate frequency of oscillation using the formula omega is equals to 2 pi nu, where nu is equals to omega by 2 pi. Omega is 125.6 divided by 2 into 3.14 will give you 20 Hertz. Next problem, a free particle is executing simple harmonic motion in a straight line with a period of 25 seconds. 5 seconds after it has crossed the equilibrium point, the velocity is found to be 0.7 meter per second. Find the displacement at the end of 10 seconds and the amplitude of oscillation. So to solve this problem, we have period of oscillations as 25 seconds. Velocity v1 is 0.7 meter per second at time t1, 5 seconds after crossing equilibrium position. So to find amplitude A and displacement x at time t2 is equals to 10 seconds, Angular frequency can be written as omega is equals to 2 pi by t. So 2 pi divided by t is equals to 25. Equation for displacement is given as x is equals to a sine omega t. So velocity can be written as dx by dt. So on differentiating x value, you will get a omega cos omega t. So at time t1 is equals to 5 seconds and velocity as 0.7 meter per second. If you substitute in the above equation, velocity as 0.7 equal to a into 2 pi by 25 into cos omega is 2 pi by 25 into t is 5. So on solving this, you will get amplitude as 9.06 meter. Now at the displacement at the end of 10 seconds is obtained by the above equation, that is x is equals to a sine omega t, where displacement is unknown but amplitude is already calculated, which is 9.06. So substitute it in this formula. So you will get 9.06 into sine omega is 2 pi by 25 into time is here at the end of 10 seconds. So you have to substitute time as 10, which will be equal to 9.06 into 0.588, which is equal to 5.3 meters. Next problem. A spring undergoes an extension of 5 centimeter for a load of 50 gram. Find its frequency of oscillation if it is set for vertical oscillations with a load of 200 gram attached to its bottom. Ignore the mass of the spring. So extension is x is equals to 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So load acting during the extension can be taken as m is equals to 50 into 10 to the power minus 3. So to find the frequency of oscillations nu, force constant we need to calculate first. So k is equals to f by x. F is nothing but mass into acceleration due to gravity. So 50 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 9.8 divided by the extension, which is equals to 5 into 10 to the power minus 2. So you will get 9.8 Newton per meter. So in order to calculate the angular frequency, so as it is given, the wire executes oscillations with a frequency equal to its natural frequency omega in the absence of any external force. So angular frequency omega is equals to square root of k by m. So k is 9.8 divided by mass is 200 into 10 to the power minus 3, which will be equal to 7 radian per second. So frequency of oscillation nu is equals to omega by 2 pi. So omega is equals to 7 radian per second. 7 divided by 2 pi, you will get 1.11 hertz. Calculate the resonance frequency for a simple pendulum of length 1 meter. So to solve this problem, we have the formula T is equals to 2 pi square root of L by G. T is equals to 2 pi, length is given as 1 divided by G is 9.8, which is equal to 2 seconds. Now frequency oscillation is equal to nu is equals to 1 by T. So T is 2, we will get frequency of oscillation as 0.5 hertz. So any external force with this frequency causes resonance in the pendulum. Therefore resonant frequency of the spring is equal to 0.5 hertz. Next problem. An automobile of mass 2000 kg is supported by 4 equal shock absorbing springs. It executes under damped oscillations of period 0.8 second when bumped. Evaluate the force constant of the shock absorber. Also evaluate the period of oscillations when 4 persons each of weight 60 kg board the automobile. So in this problem, mass of automobile is given, which is 2000 kg. Number of shock absorbers n is equals to 4. Period t1 is equals to 0.8 seconds. Mass of each person getting into the automobile is taken as 60 kg and number of persons are n is equals to 4. So mass supported by each of the spring can be calculated, which will be equal to 2000 by 4 equal to 500 kg. So in this problem it is asked to find force constant K and period T2 after 4 people get into the automobile. So natural frequency omega is equals to square root of K by M, but omega is equals to 2 pi by T1. So rewriting the equation here, T1 is equals to 2 pi square root of M by K. Now T1 is given, that is 0.8 seconds, which is equals to 2 pi. Mass is 500 kg divided by force constant is unknown. So you will get force constant value on simplifying this as 30,842. So mass supported by each shock absorber is 60 kg because 4 persons each of mass 60 kg are added to the automobile. So extra mass supported by each shock absorber will be equal to 60 kg. So total mass supported by each shock absorber will be equal to 560 kg. So T2 is equals to 2 pi square root of mass you have to substitute as 560 divided by force constant is 30,842. You will get 0.84 seconds as the answer. Next problem. A vibrating system of natural frequency 500 cycles per second is forced to vibrate with a periodic force per unit mass of amplitude 100 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton per kg in the presence of damping per unit mass of 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 3 radian per second. Calculate the maximum amplitude of vibration of the system. So natural frequency is given as 500 cycles per second. Amplitude of force per unit mass, that is F by M, is given as 100 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton per kg. Damping coefficient R by M is given as 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 3 radian per second. So to find the maximum amplitude, when the system vibrates at its natural frequency, it attains maximum amplitude. So our equation for maximum amplitude becomes F by M divided by 2B into omega. B is equals to R by 2M. So R is known. R by M is given 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 3. So divided by 2 you will get 0.005 into 10 to the power minus 3. Omega is equals to 2 pi nu. 2 pi into nu is 500. Substitute that and the final formula becomes A max is equals to 100 into 10 to the power minus 5 divided by 2 into 0.005 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 2 into 3.14 into 500. You will get 0.318 meter. Next problem. A 20 gram oscillator with natural angular frequency 100 radian per second is vibrating in damping medium. The damping force is proportional to velocity of the vibrator. If the damping coefficient is 0.17, how does the oscillation decay? Also calculate the value of damping required for the oscillations to be critically damped. So mass is given as 20 gram, which is equals to 0.02 kg. So we have equation for motion for damped oscillations as md square x divided by dt square plus r dx divided by dt plus kx is equals to 0. So now divide the entire equation by m. You will get d square x by dt square plus r by m dx by dt plus k by m into x is equals to 0. Here r by m is taken as 2b and k by m is taken as omega square. So b is equals to r by 2m, which is equals to 0.17 divided by 2 into 0.02 is equals to 4.25. On squaring, you will get b square is equals to 18.06. Omega is equals to 10 radian per second. So omega square will be equal to 100. Now we know that nature of damping is decided by comparing the value of b square with that of omega square. So it is clear that b square is less than omega square. So therefore it is the case of under damping. Instead of this, suppose if you get a value b square which is greater than omega square, suppose 120 if you get, then it will be the case of over damping. So in order to find for critical damping what is the damping required, for critical damping we have the condition b square is equals to omega square, b is equals to r by 2m, so b square will be equal to r square by 4m square, which is equals to omega square. Now in the it is given, you can write the formula as, after simplifying, r is equals to 2m omega, m is 0.02 and omega is equals to 10. So you will get 0.4 kg per second as the damping required in order to be critically damped. The next problem, in the two mass spring system shown in figures, K1 is equals to 2000 Newton per meter, K2 is equals to 1500 Newton per meter, K3 is equals to 3000 Newton per meter, K4 is equals to K5, which is equals to 500 Newton per meter. So find M such that the system has a natural frequency of 10 Hz in each of the cases. So let us consider the first figure. You can see here K1, K2 and K3 are connected in series, and the second setup, that is K4 and K5, are connected in parallel. So when springs are connected in series, the resultant force constant or spring constant will be equal to 1 divided by the effective spring constant, which is equal to 1 divided by K1 plus 1 divided by K2 plus 1 divided by K3, which will be equal to 1 divided by 2000 here in this case, plus 1 by 1500 plus 1 by 3000. So after simplifying this, you will get Ks value, that is resultant of the springs which are connected in series. You will get 667 Newton per meter. Now you have one more set there, two springs, a pair of springs which are connected parallelly. Kp is equals to K4 plus K5, which is equal to 500 plus 500,000 Newton per meter. Now let us take K figure 1 be the equivalent force constant for the entire setup. Now here you can see first three springs are connected in series with the second two springs, that is K parallel. So you have to make use of 1 divided by K figure 1 will be equal to 1 divided by Ks plus 1 by Kp, which is equals to 1 by 667 plus 1 divided by 1000. So on simplifying, you will get the resultant spring constant of this entire setup as 400 Newton per meter. So now it is asked to calculate what is the mass that the system has a natural frequency of 10 Hz. So natural frequency is given as F is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi square root of force constant divided by mass. So force constant for this particular system is 400 Newton per meter. So mass is unknown. but natural frequency is given as 10. So substitute in this formula and calculate, you will get mass is 0.1 kg. Similarly, for the second setup, that is, in this figure you can see K1, K2, K3 are connected in series and K4 and K5 are connected in parallel. But the first system K1, K2, K3 are connected in parallel with K4 and K5. So the resultant spring constant when springs are connected in series K1, K2, K3 is already found out, that is 667, and the second system K4 and K5 springs when connected in parallel also already calculated as 1000. Now these two are connected in parallel, so let K figure 2 be the equivalent force constant for the setup 2. So K figure 2 is equal to Ks plus Kp, which is equals to 667 plus 1000, 1667. So to calculate the mass here for this setup, we have the formula natural frequency as F is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi square root of K figure 2 divided by M, which when you substitute the resultant spring constant as 1667 and natural frequency as 10, you will get mass as 0.422 kg. Thank you.